it's Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Now, I think I mentioned in previous videos that I'm studying dementia at the moment. I'm doing a course through the University of Tasmania. I'm pretty excited about it actually, because I'm learning quite a lot about how, it works, how it sort of takes over the brain and all these amazing things that happen to people when they get dementia. And I was watching a video yesterday, and I'm going to put the link below for people to watch it, by a lady called Christine Bryden, because I found this video just beautiful. What she said is exactly what I talk about all the time. Inside, even though this person has dementia and they have problems communicating to you because their words get jumbled in their head and the mind's not working the way it used to. And a lot of people, if they don't have the information, they don't understand. And so a person with dementia could come across as rude or like they're attacking you or aggressive, and it's just the frustration that they can't do things that they used to be able to do, and they can't say things the way they used to, that they could say before. Everything's become hard work for them. And so it can be misinterpreted if you don't know anything about it, or if you don't know that that person has dementia. But there was something beautiful that she said in her video, and that's why I wanted to share it. And it's the fact that if you at least make an effort to talk to this person, to connect with this person, then there's a connection from spirit to spirit. Because even though they can't communicate with you the way they would like to, the way they used to, there's still a person in there. There's still a person in there. And that's what we have to remember each time when we're talking to people with dementia, or we're dealing with people that are different. There's still a person in there. When you look at them like, they look different, and just, you don't understand it. This is the problem. Your reaction is because you're ignorant. You don't have any knowledge about that person. So it's very easy for you to judge and start putting all these ideas in your head of, it's different, I don't like it. We've been taught that different is bad for the longest time. And once we all start to embrace that we're meant to be different and how wonderful our differences are, that we can share it with others, is when the world will start to change. When we start to embrace all the differences in everybody. Here in Australia, we're so lucky because there are so many different cultures. And you go to any suburb that you go to, or you go into the city, and there are so many restaurants of all the different cultures of the world, So you can try foods from Mexico, you can try foods from, Chinese food or Italian food, or it's probably one of the few countries all over the world, like America as well, I imagine, that you can taste food that would belong anywhere on the planet. And how wonderful, that exists, that we don't all eat the same foods, that we don't all like the same foods, that we can experience all the different tastes of the world. Greek food. Yum! It's like there's so many different things that we can try and experience what other people eat. We couldn't do that if we all ate pancakes every day and we all had eggs, bacon and eggs for breakfast. And we all had steak for lunch. And we all had, a pie for dinner. Let's just call it that, right? If everyone ate the same food, we couldn't have that wonderful experience of all these different countries with all their different traditions of what they eat, of what they like to eat. We wouldn't have sushi from Japan. It's just wonderful when you think about it. And as we have, as we can enjoy all the different foods, if we just learn to embrace that in everything else, not just in what people cook in their own countries, but also their cultures, their traditions, how they're different to us. Because once you open up your heart to that, you can learn so much from other people. How they, how they raise their children, what they believe in, all these things that can open up your mind. You know, and you realize that the world is not just this little box that we live in. Because for many people, I mean, for me, I was born in Australia, I grew up here, and then at 15, we moved overseas. And to me, that was like, whoa, because I'd never been anywhere. And so you think, as a child, that the rest of the world is the same as where you're growing up. You don't realize that there's a whole world out there that is nothing like where you live. Nothing. You know, to me, this was a complete eye-opener, like, whoa, people actually live like this? You know, compared to what I've come from. And I think that for kids is amazing. If you can take your kids to other countries, you know, for them to see that the world is different. Wherever you go, it's not the same as where you live. There's different people and they have different values, different beliefs, different languages. Everything's different. And it's so wonderful. It's what makes the world. You know, that we embrace all our differences. But always think of that. There's so much that you can learn from others because they're so different. You know, the way they view the world, or the way they feel about, you know, their beliefs, what they feel about their children, how they feel about the world. It's an experience for you. You know, it's lovely to experience how other people live, how other people view the world. Because sometimes we seem to think that that's the way. That's the way the world is. Until we're challenged with it. And that's the beauty of having a partner. That usually our partners look at the world differently to how we view it. And we're constantly challenged to look at it in a different way. Constantly. That's the beauty of relationships. It's the beauty of friendships as well. You know, if you allow it to be. When your friend shares, you know, how they view things. It'll always be different to yours. No one's ever going to see the world with the same two eyes. You know, we're all looking at it differently because we're all different inside as human beings. We've all had different experiences, and so how we react to the world, how we view it, will change from person to person. So I want you to think about that today, about the little talk we just had about dementia, and how, you know, no matter how much you want to judge that something else is different, someone else is different, there is a person inside there. There's a person inside there. You know, and with a person with dementia, they can't communicate the way they used to. The brain just doesn't allow it. The disease doesn't allow it. But there's still a person in there. So showing them kindness, being gentle with them, and giving them just a look that I'm here, I'm listening, it's okay. Just that sometimes is enough. That they know that you're there, that you can hold their hand and it's okay. There's someone here. You're not alone. You're not alone. There is someone here. Always. All right, my darlings. I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? So please remember, connect spirit to spirit. You can't do that looking at a phone or looking at a Facebook page. The spirit's in the eyes. You can see it here when you look at someone. That's why I'm always looking at you, so you can see mine. Hopefully one day I'll see yours and we'll connect. All right, my darlings. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.